What if I told you that a spice sitting in your kitchen right now could lower your blood pressure, fight cancer cells, and regulate your blood sugar, all at the same time? A spice so powerful that the global cardamom market is worth over $1 billion, yet most people have no idea what it actually does for their body. Today, I'm going to expose everything about cardamom, the queen of spices, and trust me, what you're about to discover will shock you. Especially the dark side that nobody talks about, but we'll get to that at the end. So if you want to unlock the secret healing powers hiding in your spice cabinet, stay with me until the very end. This could literally save your life. But first things first, why is cardamom called the queen of spices? Is it just fancy marketing, or is there something truly special about it? Well, let me paint you a picture. While black pepper sits on the throne as the king of spices, cardamom wears the crown as queen, and for good reason. This isn't just about flavor. It's about power. You see, cardamom contains over 20 bioactive compounds that scientists have identified as having medicinal properties. We're talking about chemicals with names like 1,8-cineol, limonene, and cardamonin. Now, I know what you're thinking. These sound like chemicals I should avoid. But here's the twist. These are natural compounds that your body recognizes and uses to heal itself. Think of cardamom as nature's pharmacy in a tiny green pod. It's been used for over 4,000 years in traditional medicine, and modern science is finally catching up to what ancient healers already knew. But here's where it gets interesting. What I'm about to show you about cardamom and your heart, it's nothing compared to what it does for your digestive system. But let's start with your heart, because this could save your life. Picture this. You're sitting in your doctor's office, and they tell you your blood pressure is too high. They're reaching for the prescription pad, ready to put you on medication for the rest of your life. But what if there was another way? Recent studies have shown that cardamom can lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure naturally. How? Through something called vasodilation. Basically, it helps your blood vessels relax and widen, allowing blood to flow more easily. But it doesn't stop there. Cardamom enhances something in your body called endothelial nitric oxide synthase. Now, don't let that fancy name scare you. It's basically your body's natural mechanism for keeping your blood vessels healthy and flexible. In one human study, participants who consumed cardamom regularly saw significant reductions in their blood pressure. No side effects. No synthetic drugs. Just a simple spice. And get this, cardamom also reduces your triglycerides and protects your heart from oxidative stress. That's the damage caused by free radicals that ages your heart and causes disease. The compound 1,8-cineol in cardamom acts like a shield for your heart, protecting it from inflammation and damage. But wait, your heart is just the beginning. If you think that's impressive, wait until you see what cardamom does to your gut. This next benefit is so powerful, it's been used for thousands of years to cure what modern medicine struggles with today. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt bloated after a meal? That uncomfortable, heavy feeling where you just want to lie down and never eat again? Or maybe you struggle with indigestion, gas, or that embarrassing moment when your stomach sounds like it's having a conversation during a quiet meeting. Here's where cardamom becomes your best friend. Cardamom is what scientists call a carminative. That's a fancy word that means it helps expel gas from your intestines and prevents bloating. But it does so much more. Traditional medicine has used cardamom for bloating, indigestion, flatulence, bad breath, general digestive discomfort. And here's the kicker, it works fast. Unlike medications that can take hours, cardamom starts working almost immediately because of its essential oils. These oils stimulate your digestive enzymes, helping your body break down food more efficiently. But there's something even more fascinating. Cardamom is antimicrobial. That means it fights bad bacteria in your mouth and gut. Studies have shown it's effective against Streptococcus mutans, the bacteria that causes tooth decay, and Candida albicans, the fungus responsible for yeast infections. Pretty incredible, right? But hold on, because what I'm about to reveal next is where cardamom goes from impressive to absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about one of the most feared diseases in the world. And cardamom might be one of nature's secret weapons against it. Okay, before we continue, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to comment your answer below. If you could choose just one spice to have on a deserted island for your health, which would you choose and why? Think about it. Comment below. Now, let's get serious for a moment, because we're about to talk about something researchers around the world study every single day. Cancer. Quick disclaimer, cardamom is not a cure for cancer. If you or someone you love is dealing with this disease, always follow your doctor's guidance. But scientists are fascinated by cardamom because some of the same bioactive compounds we already talked about seem to have surprising effects in laboratory studies. Here's what researchers are seeing. In test tube experiments, cardamom extracts appear to help trigger apoptosis. That's the natural self-destruct program damaged cells use to shut themselves down. Cancer cells avoid that program, which is why they grow out of control. But when exposed to cardamom's natural compounds, some of those rogue cells actually begin to remember that shutdown signal. On top of that, studies show cardamom supports lower inflammation markers, increased detoxification enzymes that help neutralize potential carcinogens. Animal studies have even shown reduced tumor formation in skin and colon tissue. So, what does this mean for you? It doesn't mean cardamom treats any disease. It means you're giving your body powerful antioxidants that help protect your cells from oxidative stress, the same stress caused by processed foods, toxins, and everyday living. And while that's happening quietly inside your body, the next benefit is something you can actually feel immediately every time you eat. And it affects nearly 500 million people worldwide. Diabetes. If you're watching this video, chances are you or someone you love is dealing with blood sugar issues. The statistics are staggering, and they're getting worse every year. But here's where cardamom enters the picture. Multiple studies have shown that cardamom has powerful anti-diabetic properties. Let me break down exactly what this means for you. Improved insulin sensitivity. Cardamom helps your cells respond better to insulin. Regulated glucose metabolism. The bioactive compounds in cardamom, particularly limonene and various flavonoids, help your body process sugar more efficiently. Reduced oxidative stress. High blood sugar creates oxidative stress, which damages your cells and organs over time. Cardamom's powerful antioxidants neutralize this damage, protecting your pancreas, liver, and other vital organs. In human studies, participants who consumed cardamom regularly experienced lower fasting blood sugar levels, improved insulin resistance markers, better lipid profiles. One study even showed that cardamom supplementation improved metabolic markers in people with obesity and prediabetes. These are the people most at risk for developing full-blown type 2 diabetes. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. There must be a catch. And you're right to be skeptical, because there is something about cardamom that you need to know before you start consuming it regularly. What I'm about to reveal is critical. It's the dark side of cardamom that nobody talks about. So whatever you do, don't skip ahead. This next part is the most important part of the entire video. Alright, here's the truth most health influencers rarely talk about, because it's not as glamorous or exciting as the headline benefits. Nothing on earth is 100% safe for 100% of people. Not herbs, not supplements, not even water. And yes, even the Queen of Spices has a shadow side. For thousands of years, ancient medical texts whispered a warning about consuming extremely high doses of cardamom, amounts far beyond normal food use. Some believed overuse could affect male vitality or fertility over long periods. Now let me be very clear. Modern science has not confirmed this. These warnings almost certainly refer to massive, medicinal doses that no normal person would ever consume. But the message is still important. Even natural remedies deserve respect. The real modern warning: drug interactions. Here's where modern research does raise a red flag. Remember how cardamom can enhance absorption in the body? That's a superpower, but it's also a potential risk. If you're taking blood pressure medication, blood thinners, diabetes medication, or any prescription drugs, you need to talk to your doctor before using cardamom supplements. Because the same phenolic compounds that make cardamom so powerful can make some medications work too well, leading to dangerously low blood pressure or blood sugar. The conflicting research. Here's something people rarely admit. Not all studies agree. Some human trials find real benefits. Others, especially in people with type 2 diabetes, show little or no change in inflammation or oxidative stress. So here's the bottom line. Use cardamom as a spice, the way humans always have. A few pods in tea, a pinch in oatmeal, a sprinkle in a smoothie. That's safe, traditional, and well-supported. Thinking of high-dose supplements? That's between you and your doctor. But I can show you how to use cardamom safely and effectively in your everyday routine. Alright, so you're convinced. Cardamom is powerful. But how do you actually use it in real life? Here are my top 5 effortless ways to get cardamom into your daily routine. 1. Cardamom tea. Crush 2 to 3 pods, drop them into boiling water, and steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Perfect after meals to calm digestion and reduce bloating. 2. Add it to your coffee. This is huge in Middle Eastern and Indian cultures. Just a pinch of ground cardamom in your coffee grounds before brewing. It transforms the flavor and gives you all those heart-healthy, antioxidant benefits with your morning cup. 3. Boost your smoothies. A tiny pinch, about 1/8 teaspoon, goes a long way. Cardamom pairs beautifully with banana, mango, berries, and coconut. It's one of the easiest ways to sneak in daily benefits. 4. Infuse your rice. Throw a few whole pods into your rice while it cooks, then remove them before serving. This is traditional in biryani and Middle Eastern dishes, and the aroma alone is worth it. 5. Add it to baking. Cookies, cakes, muffins, bread, cardamom is a game changer. Swap out part of the cinnamon in your recipe, and you'll taste the difference immediately. Storage tip. Always choose whole pods and grind them yourself if possible. Pre-ground cardamom loses its essential oils and its benefits fast. How much should you use? For everyday health, culinary amounts are perfect. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon per day in food or drinks. This is safe for most people and gives you steady, meaningful benefits. Supplements typically come in 500 milligrams capsules, and I cannot stress this enough. Talk to your doctor before using them, especially if you're on medication. So, there you have it. The complete story of cardamom, the queen of spices. From its heart-protective powers to its cancer-fighting compounds, from digestive relief to blood sugar regulation. It's not a miracle cure. It's not going to replace your medications. But it is a powerful tool in your natural health arsenal. And the best part? It's been hiding in plain sight all along, waiting in spice markets and kitchen cabinets around the world. We covered a lot today, maybe more than you expected. But here's what matters most. Your body wants to heal. Nature gives it the tools. And cardamom is one of those quiet miracles hiding in plain sight. Now, before you go, tell me in the comments, how do you use cardamom? Or which benefit surprised you the most? If this video helped you, smash that like button. It tells the algorithm this is content worth sharing. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and please share this video with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might change. Remember, your health is your greatest wealth. And sometimes the answers you're looking for are already in your spice cabinet. Stay happy and healthy.